Welcome back sa 3-part mini-series natin. And dun sa part 1, pinag-usapan natin ang traffic and lead generation. Then pinakita ko sa inyo kung paano mo ma-automate yung process na yon. Paano mo mapapakita sa mga highly interested people yung product and service mo. Okay, ngayon dito naman sa part 2 ng mini-series natin, we will be talking about sales presentation and closing. Okay? So, dito malalaman mo kung paano mo maipapakita in a systematic way and paano mo i-layout yung product or service mo in such a way na magiging really interested yung mga product, yung mga prospects and clients mo. Okay, then we will also address yung sa closing kung paano mo i-close yung mismong deal na yon. Okay, to how you would address all those questions na and barriers na meron sila sa isip nila para ma-avail na rin nila or mabili nila yung product or service na in-offer mo. So, yun ang gagawin natin dito sa part 2. So, let's start. Sales, presentation, and closing. So, last video, pinag-usapan natin yung basic structure ng isang business. So, merong offer or kung anumang product na binibenta, tapos merong consumer, yung bibili ng product or mag-a-avail ng service. And lastly, yung system kung saan i-meet ang offer at ang consumer. So, those three exist para makabuo ng sustainable na business. Una, isang offer is yung product or service, tapos yung consumer, yun yung mga customers or mga clients. And ang system naman, yun yung magpuposition ng right product to the right customers. Okay? Now, pag-usapan natin ngayon kung paano ka makakagawa ng highly convincing na presentation. And to give you a clue, it's not about the grammar, it's not about the social proof, or it's not even about your public speaking skills. Kasi kita nyo naman, I'm one of the example na hindi mo kailangan ng ganung mga highly qualified skills para makagawa ng high quality na presentation. Ano bang dapat kailangan? Bilang isang entrepreneur, kailangan mong makaisip ng paraan kung paano solve ng mga problema. And today, ang pag-uusapan natin is how you can do that using one method. How to solve a client or a prospect's problem using one method. It is also a method na pwede mong magamit sa paggawa ng mga caption or pag-structure ng mga website na gagawin mo. Okay? It's also applicable, highly applicable sa pag-structure mo ng presentation mo. Ang method na yon ay ang AIDA method. Ang ibig sabihin ng AIDA na yan ay A stands for attention, interest para sa I, desire, and action. AIDA. So we will tackle each point of this method para matutunan mo na rin kung paano gumawa ng high quality na sales presentation. Okay, doon muna tayo sa letter A, attention. Ang mga prospects or clients mo, maraming iniisip yan. Kaya kalat ang mga thoughts nila because they are running a business or they are building a project. Now, as a business owner, what you need to do is to grab the attention of your clients and prospects. You can structure the presentation in such a way na nagsosolve ito ng problema along the way. Okay? You present the solution to the prospect or the client's problems as you present your product or service. Paano mo muna magagawa yan? Una is through attention-grabbing headlines. By creating headlines na nagpapatigil sa kanila sa pag-scroll or nagpapatigil sa kanila sa kung ano mang ginagawa nila,
you will be able to grab their attention para bigay nila yung attention dun sa kung ano man ang product or service na ino-offer mo at paano makakatulong yung offer mo sa kanila. Kasi kung hindi mo mag-grab yung attention nila, of course, sayang yung potential na matulungan sila nung product or ng service mo. So an example of this is in-apply natin sa paggawa ng mga web pages. So pwede mong i-screenshot yan and pwede mong i-model dun sa ginagawa mong business. So attention grabbing headlines calls out yung pinaka-target audience. In this example, entrepreneurs, freelancers, agency owners, marketers, and sales agent. So the reason why you are here right now and watching this video is because isa ka sa mga nabanggit dyan sa taas or at least interested ka about one of those topics. So yung subheadline niya is video reveals how to automate your business and achieve time and financial freedom in just 30 days. So may factor siya ng dreams, okay? Ano yung mga desires and goals ng target audience mo. Okay? Yun ang i-highlight mo ngayon sa kanila. Okay? The goal is to make them pay attention. The goal is to make your target audience stop and pay attention. Next, letter I, interest. How do you spark interest dun sa presentation na binibigay mo? Okay? You need first and foremost to know your audience. Alamin mo ang mga challenges, problems, and struggles na meron sila. Kasi nga, tayong mga entrepreneur ay dapat nag-solve ng problems. And by knowing yung challenges, problems, and struggles nila, we can think of ways to solve it. Okay? So kung hindi mo man alam, at least you know where to start. Alam mo yung problema and you need to look for the resources needed para ma-solve yung problemang yon. And guess what? People are really willing to pay or give out their money if you can solve their problems. Now, what will be your selling point? Of course, alam natin na marami na ang nagpo-provide ng mga solution sa mga problems ng iba't ibang klase ng tao. So ano yung selling point mo or what makes your offer better? Okay? There's a great competition out there and many people will, of course, prefer yung mga kilala nila. At least, kilala nila na ma-experience sa kung anumang problema na experience nila. So what you can do is to remind them of the challenges, problems, and struggles and position yung product or service mo as a solution dun sa mga challenges na yon, dun sa mga problems and struggles na meron sila. So that's attention and interest. Next is the desire. Okay? Ang mga audience mo ay kailangan ng solusyon sa mga challenges, problems, and struggles nila upang ma-achieve nila yung mga dreams or goals nila. So wala namang isa sa kanila na gustong ma-solve lang ang problema for the sake of solving the problem. So they will receive yung benefit after ma-solve yung problem na yon. Yun talaga yung pinaka-main goal nila. May specific na desire ang mga audience mo. It could be time, freedom, more time para sa family and para sa mga passions and desires, or even financial freedom. Yung hindi na mamamblema kung saan kukunin yung budget for some emergency or yung pang vacation expenses. So all you need to do is to remind them about the benefits kapag na-solve ang problem nila. Could be the time or financial freedom. Remind them also of the consequence kapag hindi na-solve ang problema nila. Remind them na kapag hindi nila ginawa ng paraan yon, they will encounter the same problems over and over again. So that's attention, interest, and desire. Lastly is action. So you call this in marketing call to action. It could be a link click, or mag-click sila ng link, or a subscribe button. Could be opening an email, or add to cart, or buy now. What you need to do as you present is to urge them to do something. Okay? Kasi wala silang gagawin kung hindi mo sila invite on something na kailangan nilang gawin, 'di ba? Simple lang, 'di ba? So give them a sense of urgency. Remind them of the consequences kung hindi nila makikita yung solusyon sa problema nila. Okay? So basically, that is the AIDA method. And that's how you can create an effective presentation. Lastly, may kailangan pa tayong pag-usapan, which is yung objections. Ano yung mga objections? Ito yung mga tanong ng client or prospects mo about your product or service, or about themselves. May dalawang klase ng objection. Una is yung offer or service related objections. These are questions about your offer. May tanong sila, and bakit nila pipiliin yung produkto mo, and madali lang sagutin ang ganitong klase ng objection kasi all you need to do is to address the objection as you present, so that by the end of the presentation, nasagot na lahat ng objection na meron sila. Okay? You can do that by easily researching on the common objections na meron sila and present it to them along the way. So you can say words like your name, paano kung tapos yung objection. What if Lens, hindi ako masyadong techie, ganyan. Then you answer that. In that case, then answer to the objection. In this case, we have a full training, easy to follow training that you can use kahit na hindi ka pa techie. It is designed for people like you. So something like that. So that's for the types of objection number 1. The offer or service related objections. Second is the self-limiting objections. So ito yung naman, ang ibig sabihin na to is yung mga client or prospect mo ay may doubt sila sa sarili nila. So they see the offer or the service very wonderful. They see it as very valuable. Ang problema is tingin nila hindi nila kayang gawin 'yun. Okay? So yun yung ibig sabihin ng self-limiting objections. So what you can do to solve this is to present 3 things. First is the social proofs. Ibig sabihin yung mga testimony ng ibang mga naka-experience na ng ganong objection. For example, meron kang non-techie na client before, and yung testimony niya pwede niyang ibigay para ma-solve yung objection ng another client. O pwedeng own experience mo kung ito yung struggle mo dati. The key is to give them to encourage them na it's a self-limiting thought, okay? And it can be overcome. Remind them again, okay? Paulit-ulit. Remind them of the benefits kapag na-solve na ang problema nila. And yung fear factor, remind them of the consequence kapag hindi nila na-solve agad yung mga problems or mga struggles nila. And that's for today's session on presentation and closing. Ngayon, may tanong ako. Tingin mo, ano kaya ang pwedeng maging resulta sa business mo kung may effective sales presentation at solid closing strategy ka na? Comment below your answers, and I'll see you on our next session.